Lena had always believed in the goodness of people. It was what made her so trusting, so willing to help those she cared about. One evening over dinner, Lena's best friend Maya had confessed that she was struggling, financially, emotionally, and mentally. She didn't know how to get back on her feet. That's when Lena, always eager to help, thought of her husband, Marcus. Marcus had a successful business and was known for his sharp intellect and kind heart. If anyone could help Maya, it was him. Without hesitation, Lena introduced them. Maya was charming, warm, and played the role of the grateful friend to perfection. Marcus, always willing to lend a hand, agreed to meet with Maya the very next day. Lena was so proud of her friend for taking the initiative to ask for help, and to the husband who was always supportive. In the weeks that followed, things seemed to go well. Maya appeared grateful for Marcus's help. She spent more time around the house, asking Lena to join in on outings, but it was clear that she was bonding more with Marcus. At first, Lena brushed it off. Maya was just a bit lonely, and Marcus was simply being kind. But the signs soon became harder to ignore. Their conversations became more private, their glances more intimate. Lena found herself pushing down the rising discomfort, telling herself that Maya was just a close friend, nothing more. But she wasn't naive. She could see the little shifts, the way Maya would linger near Marcus, the late-night messages that would arrive just as Lena was falling asleep. Still, Lena trusted both of them. It was in her nature. Then one fateful evening, Lena came home early. She had planned a surprise dinner for Marcus to celebrate their wedding anniversary. As she walked through the door, the sound of hushed voices reached her ears. She froze. There in their living room were Maya and Marcus. Maya's hand rested on Marcus's arm, and her eyes met his in a way that sent a cold shiver through Lena's spine. Her heart pounded in her chest as the realization hit her like a thunderclap. The trust she'd placed in them was a lie. Her worst fear came true. The two of them were not just helping each other, they were in love with each other. With her heart broken into pieces, Lena fled the house that night. She stayed with her sister for days, too devastated to speak to anyone, especially Marcus. She had tried to convince herself that it wasn't true, but every message, every call, proved otherwise. Maya and Marcus were seeing each other behind her back. The betrayal stung like acid, eating away at her. Days turned into weeks. Lena stayed away from the house, giving Marcus and Maya time to sort out their new relationship. When she finally confronted Marcus, he acted like nothing had changed. He apologized, of course, but in that moment, she saw the coldness in his eyes. The man she once knew had been replaced by someone she barely recognized. Instead of trying to mend the marriage, Marcus became more distant. He started undermining Lena at every opportunity. He spread rumors about her, portraying her as unstable and difficult. His words were like weapons, aimed at destroying her credibility. And Maya, the friend who Lena had once trusted with her heart, played the victim, making it seem like she had been the innocent one all along. Lena, overwhelmed by the weight of it all, began to fall apart. The life she had built with Marcus was crumbling, and she was left standing in the wreckage, wondering how she had been so blind. But then, the unthinkable happened. One afternoon, while scrolling through an old email, Lena found something that made her blood run cold. A series of messages between Maya and Marcus from the very beginning. Maya had not only betrayed Lena by snatching Marcus from under her, but she had also been manipulating Marcus the entire time, playing both sides. Lena felt her world shift again. This time, however, there was no room for doubt. The truth had always been there, hidden behind the smiles, the gestures of kindness. Maya hadn't been the innocent friend she claimed to be. She had been plotting, using Lena's trust to destroy her life. Now Lena stood at a crossroads. The betrayal was deep, a wound that would never fully heal. But what would she do next? Would she confront Maya and Marcus, finally taking back control of her life? Or would she walk away, leaving them to their shattered love, and rebuild herself from the ground up? Her heart still ached with the memories, but the fire inside her was rekindling. The pain was real, but so was her strength. Lena was no longer the same woman who had trusted too easily, who had given her heart to those who didn't deserve it. The next move was hers, and no one, not even Marcus or Maya, could take that from her. What would she do? Only time would tell.
I hope you learned a lot from the story. For more stories, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get more of our interesting stories. Bye.